So here are the Child's Play 2 kills ranked point-wise. So it's going to be 0 to 5 points for how bloody it is, how believable it is, how creative it is, how surprising it is, and how scary it is. So, let's get started. And like I said, 0 to 5 points. So, let's go. At number 8 is Joanne. She gets her throat slit. You don't see the kill in action, but whatever. So, 1 point for how bloody it is. 2 points for how believable it is, because I don't know if Chucky tied her up and then killed her, or killed her then tied her up, because that doesn't really make a lot of sense. So, and it's not believable because I don't know what exactly happened. 1 point for how creative it is. It's just a throat slit. You can see that in just about any other horror movie. 2 points for how surprising it is, because Kyle turns the body around, you see she's dead, like, oh, okay, she's dead now. And 1 point for how scary it is. It's scary, I get, a little bit. So, comes out to 7 points, and yeah, 7 points comes out to be at number 8. At number 7 is the good guy technician worker. At the beginning of the movie, he gets electrocuted, falls through the window. 2 points for how bloody it is, because you see blood on his face. 1 point for how believable it is, because I don't know what really happened. What caused it to electrocute him, and I don't think it had enough force to throw him back that much. 2 points for how creative it is. Getting electrocuted, a little creative. 2 points for how surprising it is, because it is a jump scare, so it's kind of scary, and 2 points for how scary it is. Comes out to a grand total of 9 points. Good guy technician at number 7. At number 6 is Phil. This was also 6th on my own list. 0 points for how bloody it is, because just breaks his neck. That's it. Just breaks his neck, no blood, whatever. 2 points for how believable it is, because I guess he could break his neck, but it's just Chucky made him fall with the hook off the stairs. It doesn't seem that believable. 2 points for how creative it is. Breaking a neck, sure, that's a little creative, but not that much. 3 points for how surprising it is, because it does kind of come really fast, because you see Chucky with the hook, yanks him, and then he falls, breaks his neck, and like, okay, that was a little surprising, because it comes out of almost nowhere. 3 points for how scary it is. Breaks his neck, that's scary. Comes out to a grand total of 10 points. Phil at number 6. At number 5, now we're in the okay kills. Number 5 is Miss Kettlewell. She was actually my number 2, but she only comes in at number 5, and that is because she gets pumped or stabbed with an air pumper, whatever, in the chest, and then beaten with a yardstick. 2 points for how bloody it is. You see some blood. 2 points for how believable it is, because you could die if you get stabbed, but I don't think you're gonna die from, like, a yardstick. Beaten to death by a yardstick. Like, that would have to be a lot of force. So, I don't think that's really that believable. 2 points for how creative it is. She gets stabbed with an air pump. That's a little creative. Stabbed with, beaten with a yardstick, a little creative. So, 2 points. 3 points for how surprising it is, because you get the jump scare of Chucky coming out and stabbing her with the air pumper. So, yeah. 3 points for how scary it is. Like I said, stabbed with air pumper, beaten to death with yardstick. That's a little scary. So, oh crap. I just messed up. Let's see, I was looking at Phil. 3 points for how surprising it is, still. 2 points for how scary it is. There we go. 2 points for how scary it is. It's a little scary. Miss Kettlewell comes out to 11 points. She comes in at number 5. At number 4 is Grace. She gets stabbed in the chest and then gets her face printed or whatever. 2 points for how bloody it is. Stab was a little bloody. 5 points for how believable it is. Yeah, you're gonna die from that. 0 points for how creative it is, because it's just a stabbing. 2 points for how surprising it is, because she has Chucky, and then he all of a sudden pulls out a knife and stabs her, and then, like, okay, that's surprising. And then 3 points for how scary it is. She comes out to a grand total of 12 points. Grace at number 4. Now, number 3, we're in the good kills. So, at number 3 is Chucky himself. He gets hot molten plastic on him, gets his head blown up. He has to rip his arm off. 3 points for how bloody it is, because you see blood when his head explodes. You see some blood off of his hand stump. 5 points for how believable it is. Head blows up. Yeah, that's gonna kill you. 3 points for how creative it. 3 points for how creative it is, because gets molten plastic on him. That's pretty creative. Head blown up. 1 point for how surprising it is, because of course he's gonna die. He died in the first one, and I mean, you can almost guess they're gonna prevail. 1 point for how scary it is, because you're almost triumphing, happy that he dies, so he comes out to 13 points. Chucky at number 3. Number 2 is Madsen. He gets strangled with plastic. 0 points for how bloody it is. 5 points for how believable it is, because he died from lack of oxygen. 2 points for how creative it is. 2 points for how surprising it is. And 5 points for how scary it is. I think that's pretty scary, of getting strangled with, or I don't know if it's strangulation, but like dying from under a plastic sheet or whatever. Madsen comes out to 14 points. Madsen at number 2. Number 1 is the factory technician worker at the end of the film. Gets sliced on the cheek by Chucky and has good guy eyes going to his eyes. 2 points for how bloody it is. 3 points for how believable it is, because I don't know if he would really get knocked down. By Chucky. I don't really know if, but I guess the eyes going into him would kill him. 5 points for how creative it is. Having eyes going into eyes, or whatever, that's creative. 3 points for how surprising it is, because Chucky just comes up to him, slashes him on the cheek. And 3 points for how scary it is. So, factory technician, worker, guy at the end of the film, comes out to a total of 16 points, and he comes out at number 1. Thanks for watching.